That was a magic trick, folks. I'm doing magic for you guys, okay?
I couldn't see what was going on because I was doing my own smooth
No, check this out. I'm smiling. No, I'm not. Now I am.
So original.
Wow.
Welcome to the fresh dish for So You Think You Can Dance Top 12. Now, I'm sorry if you missed our episode last week for the Top 14. It didn't exist. We weren't able to do our show last week.
Yeah, because I was too brokenhearted about who went home.
I know. Channing. Okay, speak from your heart, Ernie. How do you really feel about this?
Channing, if you're out there, stay alive. I will find you. Stay alive.
Yeah, that's going to get her on the fresh dish.
I'm just so sad. I was like, forget the show. You know, but because we care so much.
Yes, and we care about the top 12, so we have to move on to this week.
Yes.
They each had 2 performances. It was a jam-packed week.
Yes, yes, it was awesome. So first, we had Ellenore and Ryan, and they did a Lindy Hop routine. Okay, full of energy, awesome stuff. He grabs her at one point and does like this thing where he's like doing the pommel horse, but it's like she's the horse, you know what I mean? And like he's like swinging her. The dude is like so amazingly strong, it's ridiculous.
I just have this weird vision of you on a pommel horse. No, I don't know.
Why would that be weird? I am a gymnast. I don't know if you know this or not, but yeah,
you just brought it up, so I just, you know, get these visuals.
No.
You know, I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was the best way to start the show. It was just, that song didn't work for me, and Ellenore, I know everybody disagrees with me, but to me, I couldn't tell if she was keeping up with Ryan or not. But then I don't know if it's Ryan because he's so tall and strong.
Right.
Like, is it just hard to stand against him and dance?
Right. Okay, well, the ending was amazing. And just like a pommel horse, like with the Olympians, like they stuck that ending at the end. So then it made me think, all the other little stuff that maybe you're talking about, I'll forgive because at the end it was awesome. And then Nigel was so brilliant.
What did he say?
He was so funny. He said, that was terrible. That we haven't seen a Lindy Hop until now.
I was shocked that he shocked us that way.
I didn't even see it coming. You know what I mean? It's like he gets us every single time. Great job, Nigel. Awesome stuff.
And I'll kind of forgive the Lindy Hop because then they had the Broadway.
Oh man.
Right? This is your genre of dance. Gosh. You better take this one.
No, okay, I'll tell you what. Here's the deal. I feel sorry for Ryan. And I'll tell you why. Because every choreographer that gets his hands on him says, this dude can lift a train. So in my choreography, I'm going to do all these crazy, intricate, amazing lifts. And guess what? Nobody looks at Ryan when he's lifting these people. He doesn't get credit for being a dancer. He gets credit for just being the muscle. You know what I mean? So in this Broadway piece, I really kind of felt like, you know, Ellenore really kind of took it away. She did like this whole robot thing, you know, when she's like being carried by him and like all this stuff. And I'm like, poor Ryan, not good.
But I think a lot of ladies out there are giving him credit for his muscles and those skills.
For his muscles, yeah.
And his dancing. Oh, and the costumes, those were fun, right? Fun Broadway costumes. I just say, welcome back, Ryan and Ellenore. You're the dancers I love, so thanks for bringing it back in the Broadway.
There you go. There you go. So let's move on now to Kathryn and Legacy. And they started out with a jazz routine. Okay? Now, what I loved about this was Sonia, you know, was a choreographer, and she tells them, like, hey, this is going to be, like, about you guys. You're a couple, but hey, you know what? You don't have to keep your focus down here. Literally called out Mia and was
down here?
Down in the booty. You know what I mean? Like, you can look at her face. And it was like, wow. Nice way to go, Sonia. You know, she's like trying to be the new queen, you know, of choreographers.
And I have to keep the conversation going with Sonia because actually I've given her a hard time in the past because I think the show isn't just about the dancers, it's about the choreographers too.
Right.
And I wanted something different from her. And she delivered. She brought something different.
Yeah.
You know, she put some new details in there. It was the same quirkiness.
Right.
But maybe I would look at it and say, is that Sonia's or could it be somebody else's?
Right.
And the details that Kathryn put in her choreo.
Wow.
Hello. Come on, those legs and the feet, everything she does, it's perfect.
And talk about different. Legacy is different. The dude is a freak. He can do anything, okay? From a jazz to a Viennese waltz? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. And okay, does life imitate art? Art imitate life? I don't know. The whole piece was about, hey, there's this really awesome girl who's an amazing dancer, and she's got like all this skill. And there's this guy who's like from the streets, and he doesn't really know how to dance, but she's gonna be his guardian angel and show him what to do. That sounds really familiar.
Where did they get that idea from?
I don't know where that storyline came from, but I love it. And I loved the way just Kathryn looked at Legacy the entire time. Like she just kept her eyes on him, and not in a bad way, in this way like, I care for you, I'm watching you like a guardian angel.
Well, because you know the Viennese, how do we say this?
Viennese
waltz.
Yes. Not Vietnamese.
Not Vietnamese, no, it is a problem of mine. But it is about the emotion. You know, all the Viennese waltzers. Just laugh with me. The joke is on me. It's okay.
Okay. No, but what you were saying about the what?
Oh, about the emotion. Yes. It's they really put the emotion into the dance, and they connected to each other, and that sells it for me every single time.
Right. Right. Because there's really not much to look at. You know, I mean, choreography-wise, it's a waltz, you know what I mean? But when they're connected like that, then sure, that's awesome.
But I disagree, because I think waltz choreography is just beautiful.
Oh.
There is a lot to it.
Okay.
So let's give that credit.
Especially what kind of waltz?
A Viennese.
Oh,
yes!
All right. Good job. Not bad. All right. Let's move on to Karen and Victor.
Our farewell couple.
Wow. A tango.
Can I first say I'm shocked that Victor went home, because he had an amazing solo, and his past performances on this show have been outstanding.
Right. Well, I know it was something that the judges disagreed on. You know, I think Nigel even said it. Like, hey, you know, if it were up to me, you would not be going home. But see you later, pal. You know, so that was kind of sad. But their tango, I'll tell you what. Karen pulled it off for me. And I could totally tell, like, what they were trying to say to Victor. And to me, it just lacked a certain toughness from him. I mean, it flowed really great. His steps were really great. The timing, everything was, like, good. It just, he didn't have, like, this, like, I'm going to kill you kind of, you know?
Maybe, but they were connected to each other. So that kind of made it work for me. It wasn't just all about, like, I'm Victor, I'm tough. It's like he was letting Karen have her time, too.
There you go. There you go. You mean J-Lo.
J-Lo or Shakira.
I don't know. Yeah, she has all these names now, apparently.
But I do want to give props to the producers, the costumes, whoever is watching our show, because they listened to us.
They did.
I said, don't put them all in black, because I can't tell them apart, and they gave him a purple vest.
Yeah, and then he went home. Good job. All right, let's move on to their hip-hop number, okay? And I have a new word, okay? And this is to give credit to the dancers. It's called layered.
Oh.
I felt it was layered, okay? That's, for me, this is what layered means. It's not like this, it's like this. So I don't really know if one of them was behind or one of them was ahead in their timing. So I'm just going to say that it's layered and say that's what they were going for.
I think by saying layered, it may now qualify you as a professional to actually critique these shows, because I think that's brilliant.
There you go.
To call something layered.
Layered.
You're coming up with your own terminology. It's brilliant,
Yeah,
Ernie.
like a 7-layer burrito.
Yes.
No, I'll stop.
And I agree.
Yeah, but to me, I don't know. It was layered. You know, the whole warrior thing that they were like conveying, but with elevator music. It was like, you know, trying to like have some Braveheart battle scene with Celine Dion playing in the background. You know, you just can't have that. You know.
And I think you're being a little nice, because it really wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I mean, I had more hope in Laurieann Gibson, because I love her. I think she's a great choreographer, and I was watching it, wanting to love it, and then every time I was like, oh, don't go there. Yeah. Oh, that's probably not good. That music, it just, it was layered.
Yeah, layered.
Okay, well, let's take a break, because we're bringing back our segment, Ask Ernie. So let's go and see who has a question to ask for you.
All right, let's hit it.
Hey Ernie, so do you think that So You Think You Can Dance is affected now that Mia Michaels isn't on the show anymore and there are no more guest judges?
All right, well, thank you so much for the question, Katie, and this is what I think. As far as So You Think You Can Dance, Mia Michaels leaving, Adam Shankman now there, no guest judges, no Paula Abdul, no nothing. I'm fine with it, as long as they don't touch the most important part, which has always been the dancers, you know? Taking us on their journey. From the audition rounds, to their background, to getting to know them, to being on the show, making it to the top 20, making it to the finals, being in the end. That's what it's about. So if they don't switch that, I'm fine.
You know, speaking of Paula Abdul, we can kind of relate. They left her a chair, and now you notice they do not mention her name anymore.
They don't anymore.
We called out Ellen. We stopped calling her name too. You know,
none of us some things are just not meant to be, folks.
That's right. We're okay moving on.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure. So let's move on now.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, to Nathan and Mollee.
And Mollee.
There we go.